But as a company, we have evolved. XERA, we have evolved from where we are coming from Sapphire, Zenith. At least we have evolved to what? XERA, to what? To layer K. And this is not unusual in business. Except you just want to deceive yourself, or you don't want to be sincere, you don't want to be straightforward. We have seen banks merge. The first time we noticed, or it became obvious, the merging of banks was when Sanusi was the governor of a central bank. How many of us still remember? Then they started having mergers for different banks because there were so many banks that were not even worth more than 10 billion. And they were banks. People can just come together, put up a bank, and they don't really even have enough money to go around to have branches in different states. So if you get to open an account with the bank in Lagos and you travel to your state, you are literally frustrated because you're unable to access your account. Of course, don't also forget that the digitalization of accounts were not this smooth. Many of them didn't even have the apps. Of course, apps was also in a high demand at that time. So they have to merge. I think I forgot, was it 24 billion naira or dollar? I can't remember, but it was 24 billion for the merging of different banks. And the most recent one that we had in terms of merger happened to be what? Access plus what? Diamond. For a long time, for those people who were old customers of Diamond Bank, when they are giving you the account number, they will always tell you my account is what? Is Access or Diamond. They will mention the two. I think it's now no longer hearing that now. They just tell it's Access Bank. At the beginning, it was like that. So that's why even when we are talking about our business today, we'll keep moving to Satya Zenith and all that. I even heard Madam Peace talking about, I'm a Zenith meeting. Now that Zenith now, for example, will soon be merged with CLFI. This same Zenith now will soon be merged with what? CLFI to form what? Layer K, which is what? LYK token. I believe during this event coming up in Turkey, I believe this will be unveiled. Because at every event, something new is always unveiled. If you're not unveiling something new, then there's no need for the event. Are you together? So the first day is to review the past, the things where we are coming from, maybe since the merger, and all the things they have done. Of course, educate us on all of that. And then the second day, because it's a 2 days meeting, the second day expect to now have new things that will not be given to the people. So please stick with what you think is working. All right, that's why science is very important. Science is life. For everything, every experiment that is done, and once it works, it becomes a principle that people apply, and wherever you apply it, it works. That's what the law of gravity, wherever it's operational, it works. Whether you're in London, whether you're in Japan, whether you're in Africa, if anything goes up, it must what? It must come down. What is responsible for that? The law of gravity. Are you getting that now? So everything is tested until it gets to a level where it becomes what? A principle, or it becomes the order of the day. Now, the challenge that we have with people is that as science students, we were taught or were brought into laboratories just to experiment with a whole lot of things, even colors and all of that, and get the best out of it. But most of the time, is even in life and business that people no longer experiment. So I want to believe where we are coming from, we can actually see it as we are coming from a position where we experimented with a whole lot of things, with the Zenith, with Tupan, with all of those things. But actually we are coming to a place where we now have a major principle that works and that we are going to be applying. And for what we have today, the staking mechanism is the principle that we can say that is working. And because it's working with CLFI, and it's working very well. The other projects that we have with XERA back office, they are also subscribing to this type of mechanism. Are we together? So for those of you that have Zenning, that have VU, you have NRT and all of them, just be happy because by the time all of them follow this, you have an advantage because you already have so many of these coins to stake. Are we together now? So you already have so many of these coins to stake, and that's going to give you a whole lot of money. Now today, before we go into what we have always been doing, let's look at the LK1. Who knows the LK1? Hmm? The LK1 is going for 707 euro. What is the LK1? This is the what? The layer cane phone, or you call it what? The meeting phone. Layer cane meeting phone. How many of you would like to own this our phone? I'll get it in. Huh? So I want to open you up to this business today of getting this phone, of course, which will be shipped to your doorstep after it's been purchased. I've forgotten how many weeks it will take, but I will find out that how many weeks it will take to get that done. Now, remember that when we are purchasing this, 220 euro or 440 euro or 1000 of this or that is empty machine. Are we together? That you are actually purchasing. But what about if you have the money to buy something like this or above 1100 euro? Why don't you just get what? The phone. Are you getting it now? Those of you that can afford about 1000 euro empty machine, I'm suggesting that why don't you buy the phone? Rather, why don't you just get a phone? At least you have a phone to yourself, and in that phone you can buy tokens of CLFI and load into it. Are we together? Don't you think that's a good idea? Hello? Is that a good idea? Yeah, very good idea. I know you like that one. So the LK1 is our own phone, the layer cane phone. And from what I've gotten the news from those who already got it when they travel to Dubai, the speed is compared to the speed you have in laptop. As you are doing your withdraw everything, those things, it moves like and of course it will cost you about 1,550 to buy the tokens in the market and load it, and that gives you about 5 CFI tokens. So when you load it, you can get up to 5 tokens on a daily basis. So imagine you have a phone that you have your SIM inside, that you are making your calls, you are doing your normal WhatsApping and everything, but within the phone, the inbuilt on the phone also is what? Is ability to what? To meet your money, to meet tokens. So wherever you are traveling, you are in the village, your phone that is your hand is not just ordinary phone like every other person, is the phone that is making money for you. Are we together now? So this is very important and something that all of us too young to get. So for somebody that is getting 5 tokens on a daily basis, how much would that be? So that simply means 5 times 30 will be equal to what? 150 tokens. So let's multiply this by 2.03. $304. Multiply this by 1,460 because dollar has dropped. It has dropped. Let's add this. You say what? 517 naira. So even with the low value of the dollar to naira, this person is able to make over 400,000. So that means if it when the dollar was 1,005, which is still going to go back anyway, that would have been over 500,000 naira. Are we together? So that is that one for the phone. So for those of us who have the ability to buy anything above 1,000, please go for the phone. How do you buy the phone? It's very simple. Come like this and you go for shopping. Then you look for the phone. The phone is there. Are you seeing that? Instead of buying license, you come to the phone. Now we'll come back to that license and still do some good works there. Are you seeing the same price there? 770 what? Okay. And the other one 40. You can't get everything you want now. So one must have said this thing. So it just be. Let me see if this. Let me see if I click on buy. I don't have money there to this. I don't think I've loaded. Okay. We apologize for the inconvenience, but due to unforeseen circumstances, minter deliveries are expected to be delivered by 45 days. Thank you. I hope you have seen it now. So if you now, I didn't even know. Now I was telling you I was going to ask. But thank God I'm trying to experiment and I'm getting what I would have been looking for. 45 days, how many months? Okay, less than 2 months. 30 days, 2 weeks. Okay. That's like 1 month, 2 weeks. Okay. Within 1 month, 2 weeks, this product from the day of purchase will be delivered to your address. Because when you are buying it, you have to fill in your address. I say, okay, I understand. You see it now? It's telling me that of those things. So if I buy with this, I have to use address and now that. Okay, all my details are there. No, this is my family account. Where do I have money on this thing? It's not highlighted anyone. Where's my Euro KV? Okay. Okay. Shipping, setting 1,008 euro. So that's why I said if you have money to buy 1,100 euro empty machine, why don't you just buy the phone? All right. Just buy the phone and wait for 1 month, 2 weeks, and to be shipped to your doorstep. So let's promote the phone for those of you. This will be, will be well received by a lot of people. Received with a lot of people on this. Okay. Now let me go to my wallet. I don't even know how much I have in there. Euro KV. Oh, why was it not showing? I have one. That means probably they're not allowing to buy with a Euro KV. Or a 35. Okay. Let me try. Let me be very sure. Okay, that means you have to buy this with USDT. So if you must purchase the phone, then you have to get $1,100 for it. Okay, now let's move back to the license. So now you can now make a choice whenever you want to buy something bigger than what you buy now. You. So yesterday, for example, one of our students here, OZ, is what I'm going to use for experiment today. OZ, how will I call it now? Okay, now. Then the investment 2 months return on investment. So we are using Mr. OZ for return on the 2 month investment. Are we interested? Now, what has been happening is that we'll be taking advantage of different machines to produce money for ourselves. Now we have the lowest package, which is 110 euro for empty machine. All this money you're saying is just not going to use for buy empty machine. 220 euro for this used to be 550 euro. All right, it has been reduced to that, and also the capacity also is reduced. 1,100. Then we have a distance, something like this. Now, OZ invested how much? 550 euro plus 1,100 euro is equals to how much? 1,650 euros. Plus, if we're to add what? Annual license, 39 euros. We don't add that one because that is the first thing you should even do in the first place. So your reinvestment is this, these days, and this one here. Now, Jose, please let me, okay, let me check how much is this in dollars. So I just want people to have a clear understanding of this today. Why I like this business these days is very straightforward. 1,650 euro is 1,789. So you can just say 1,790 dollars. Multiply this by 1,460 naira. Let's have an idea. How much is that? Who's help me out? 1,719 multiplied by 1,460. If you have your calculator, you can be doing your own too. 613,400. So this was the total investment of Mr. OZ in the last 2 months. That was April. Now, so far in the first 1 month, OZ got 245,000, and yesterday it got 218,000. That because of the drop of dollar in value of that. So how much is that? This is what? Carry 1,464. 463,000 naira has been, OZ has cashed out 463,000 naira in 2 months out of his 2.6 million investment. Is that a good return or not? Powerful return. This is powerful return. And the package was 2.5 years. So if you look at this now, so let's multiply this. Now it's not stable. We can't just say this is the amount and all of that. So from all my calculation, okay, okay, it is. Okay, let me do what? In each month. Okay, just to be on the lower part of it. Okay. So 12 months times the 200k times 12 months. How much is that? That is 240, a bit 2,400,000. It's almost what you have invested. You invested 2.6. So with this, in 1 year, you have gotten your money back. It's as good as that. Because all this remainder 45 this thing we did not add it, but what is now left? So there's no way those one will not make up the 200,000. So in 1 year, you have recovered your investment, both the money you use in buying the license, which is like a giveaway, because that's empty license, and your investment, you have gotten it back. So you still have 1 year plus to enjoy free money. At that level, you don't even care. But now, like I've said over and over again, because of the bull run, we definitely know we're having a great ride in the next 1 year. The worst that can happen to this investment is what we are seeing now. And remember also that once the DEX exchange, the layer K DEX exchange is launched, it will increase the value of this coin in the market. I hope you know that. Okay? So for somebody who is getting, is it 80 coins now, 80 tokens on a monthly basis? Now he's getting 80 tokens on a monthly basis. Multiply that by $5 when this thing gets to $5, because what we are doing now is $2. Eh? How much is that? 80. That would be what? $400. Imagine $400 times where we are now, 460. For example, how much would that be? 584,000. So you know you have the potential to earn this amount, and this can happen before the year runs out. Eh? You will, sure. How do I know this is achievable? Now look at how you know a healthy coin in the market. Now, you know, Bitcoin has been nosediving now for some days, and whenever Bitcoin is nosediving, every other coin will follow suit, because Bitcoin remains what? The king of the cryptocurrency. Let's check this thing will open. The network here is always a problem. Mm.
When I opened Bravo, I saw one called the calling people. And I bought $20.
Okay.
When I wake up the next day, it has gone to $24.
That's it.
I told her,
yeah. Now you see now, Bitcoin is $7,000 after it hits $70,000. And if you look at it, it's very red. And once this is happening, it affects almost every other coin in the market. Are you seeing almost all of them red? Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that? So when you understand this in crypto, you are not too worried. So because of that, it's also affecting our CLFI token. Okay, but there's something I want to show. Now, this is the amount of people want to sell, and this is the amount that people want to buy. Now, how do you know a healthy token? Just the same way people are rushing to sell. You know, this is the end of the month. All of us are cashing out. Are we together? So later, as many of you start actually printing this money, don't always rush to sell at the end of the month, except you need the money badly. You wait like maybe middle, a week into the new month, or 2 weeks to the new month. You can the coin would have come up, but at the moment, everybody is receiving salary. Don't forget that. So we're all cashing out. Everybody is selling. But another good thing is that people are also buying. Okay. See, this person want to sell up to 4,000. This one want to sell 822. You can see your investment is nothing compared to what some people are putting in. This is somebody that puts it in market. In fact, somebody put 13,000 coins he want to sell. Probably gather in 1 month or 2 months, put them together. So when the cash out, it's enough to build your new house you are trying to build. Now, at the same time, somebody want to buy 3,473 of the token. Another person want to buy 1,000 plus, 3,000 plus, 3,000 plus, 3,000 plus, 4,000. Can you see? This is how to know when a coin is actually healthy in the market. So it's not that everybody wants to sell. Those who want to buy, they are not really there. No. Are you seeing that? So that's why this mechanism that they introduce is actually the best for us. So it's not that I was showing somebody yesterday and I was using those that account because I'm the one that helping to sell the this thing. I said, watch me, just a click of a mouse to sell at the market price. Everything went. It became a USD dollar. And in our present, I send something to Bybit, where we now sold it to Naira. Because Bybit still have a peer-to-peer mechanism, and since they are disturbing Binance. So the money straight to my account. I just told them, drop your account details, send the Naira to him. You'll be chopping.
Because I saw that you're allowed to.
Allah is very good. This is the healing, you know. So our business is now heavily simplified. It's not the one before you don't know how to market it, because that was the biggest challenge some of my leaders were having. What do I say to people? No. This one, you can literally tell this person that no matter the amount you put in 1 year, maximum 1 year, 2 months, you have recovered your capital. If that doesn't gladden the person's heart, then he's looking for Ponzi. There's no that thing. You're looking for Ponzi, something that you just put today in 2 months, then you don't talk to multi-millionaire. Now, in case somebody is asking that, oh, I don't have up to that amount, is there any future for us that has more money? Yes. Somebody, this 220. Okay, let me go to my this thing. There's 110, that's one I want to get to because, okay. Now, you can buy into this. This is the lowest package, 110 euros. Are we together? With 110 euros, but for somebody that's going for this, please do your own calculation complete so that you don't have issue with your downline. For example, remember the annual license. This must be bought. Of what? 39 euros. So your whole money now you are going to be investing is what? 110 euro plus 220 euro plus 39 euro. How much is that? 956. Am I correct? 369. Okay. 69 euros. Now let's check how much that will be in dollars. So they have an idea of what you are investing. 369 euros. So that is 400. Always don't throw these things away. Don't think it doesn't matter. It's actually 400.2. Okay, let's say $2 that you will need to invest. Please let me multiply this by 1,460 at the moment. If it change, we change with it. 5 what? 84,292 naira. Now all this one depends on the exchange rate at the time you are doing your investment. So for somebody that wants to go for the lowest package, they should be looking around 600,000 naira investment. But whatever it is, you see 584 is not far from 600. And because of the exchange rate, so we can just take a look at what? 600,000. Now from the calculation we have done in this place before, we discovered that a package like this gives about 12 what? Tokens on the monthly what? Basis. All right? At least last week when we discussed it, for those who have this, that is what they said. So now we are looking at this. Now let's multiply this by $2.03. At least what we have there now is 299.99. So that times 3. How much is that? 24.36. Multiply this by 1,460. Let's 35. 565 naira. Now, this was what I did in one of the training. Overflow. Are you getting this? The lowest package for somebody that invests in about 600,000 should be expecting to be making something like this on a monthly basis. Let's say 35,000. And even without my training, I call it 30,000, just to avoid any what? Exaggeration. So 35,000 times 12.
426,000.
Sorry, times 12. 400 and what? 26,000.
700.
Okay, it's okay. So in 1 year, you have closed up whatever you invested. This is without network marketing. This has nothing to do with network marketing. So imagine if you are the kind of person who like to do network marketing. If you add all those money, you would have made it in a matter of 3 months, 6 months, you are done. If it was this is where we had it from 2021, this place would be running 5 different meetings there. In fact, I wouldn't be using here any longer. I would have been using Radisson Blue or Radisson, the other part of it. But very soon we are still going to be meeting there, maybe once in a month or once in 3 months. Very soon, and that's what we're going to be doing. And that will be a paid meeting. If it's 2 people that pay, we'll train them on what we're having right now. Are we together? So whether you are investing big money, you are investing small money, there's a place for every one of us.